Where your hips at, dog, bitch, didn't eat. Where your hips at, dog, niggas try to run off. Where your ass at, dog, man, put his gun out. Sit the fuck walls, dog, bitch, don't panic you. Let a bitch fall through, fuck like the sentence. Turn, swing, no jack. Urban nigga came through, swinging on ratchet.
Anyway, I haven't done some videos in a couple of days, so time to get back in action. T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. I'm sure you know by now. I'm sure you probably watched other videos about the subject. But Errol Spence, let me pull up the press release real quick. Errol Spence has the highest ratings for any. Do I have to answer that? Do I have to answer that? I should answer it. We're gonna. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, so Errol Spence has the highest ratings of any PBC fighter to fight on any PBC platform, whether it's PBConFOX, PBC on NBC, PBC on ESPN, PBC on CBS, PBC on Spike, any of them. So even Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, the best, in my opinion, PBC fight that there's been, didn't even reach, those type of ratings. So hold on. I'm going to read it to you as soon as I find it. By the way, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Follow me on Twitter at T-Street Live, TST Controversy on Instagram, and T-Street Controversy. I'm looking for, there it is. Oh God, leave me alone. My bad, I don't want to say leave me alone. All right, I'm gonna read it to you. Really quickly, so you can get the official. This is officially from Premier Boxing Champions. August 23rd, 2016. Errol the Truth Spence sensational 6-round knockout of Leonard Bundu delivered over 6 million plus viewers during the PBC Premier Boxing Champions on NBC fight this Sunday, according to Nielsen. Following the broadcast of the 2016 U.S. Olympics men's basketball team gold medal winning performance, Spence Jr.'s fight posted a peak performance of 6.34 million, averaging 4.8 million through the entire hour. This fight is the highest rated PBC event to date. So basically what that means is, now, let me explain it to you. Errol Spence is getting a lot of hate from people saying that, oh, well, the only reason why he got those views is because the NBA game was on and people walked away from their TVs and all that shit. That is true to an extent. Now, let me point out a scenario for you. I was a bartender for 10 years. Now, I know that if I was bartending on a Sunday morning, because you have to have either sports or news on the television. So working during the summers, if like I worked in like a suburban neighborhood and where a lot of tourists was. So you would have a lot of people that would want to come in and watch like the soccer games. If it's football season, they want to watch the football games. So depending on how many TVs you got, you have to, filter. It's got to be news on this one. It's got to be the soccer game right here. But if it was me working, I know for sure that I would have been, I would have had the NBA, not the NBA, the USA basketball game on. And then probably, what other Olympics on like the other channels. So the point I'm trying to make is that, I wouldn't have turned the channel. I would have got off my shift, and I wouldn't have turned the channel because it came on at about 5 or so. And, you will get people that will say, yo, listen, that USA basketball, game is on. Like, can you change this soccer shit off and, put it on one TV at least? You will get that. So you have to understand that I get what people are saying, where they're saying that Spence didn't bring in those viewers, but at the same time, he kept them there and he did what he was supposed to do. Because imagine another scenario where it's a guy who's never watched boxing before in his life, right? And what they did smart was, it was very smart of PBC to have that time slot. And with that time slot, watching basketball, hardcore basketball fans are going to be watching that. So, what they did was they didn't have an undercard. The undercard aired later on. What they did was, like, they went straight after the USA basketball team received their medals. They went straight in the Errol Spence and Leonard Bundu being in the ring, and that just was, that helped a lot. And Errol Spence did what he was supposed to do as far as it was an exciting fight. It may have been a 41-year-old man, Leonard Bundu, but see, to the casual fans, to that guy I'm talking about who never watched boxing in his life, he don't know that. So what does he see? He's sitting there at the bar or something or wherever. Let's say if they had some type of, party. I don't know who does it for, the USA basketball team. And let's say, the game is over. You got people going to go do this, going to go do that. And it's just certain people like, oh, it's a boxing match on? Damn, I ain't watched boxing in a long ass time. And then you see this young fighter knock some dude the fuck out. And the knockout was, it was dramatic. So you got to look at that from those casual fans or below casual fans that don't watch boxing. They're like, oh shit, who is that dude? And then if Errol Spence has another fight on free TV, which he should, it may ring a bell if they market it right, and basically Errol Spence, it would be some fans out there or new fans of Errol Spence that would say, oh yeah, I remember that guy. That guy's fighting again. Even though he don't know who he's fighting, even though he don't even know Errol Spence's record or anything, he'll be like, oh yeah, but watch him. You see what I'm saying? So, Errol Spence, in my opinion, did what he was supposed to do, for free TV. Like, free TV boxing is not established. It's got to get established. I don't know if they're called this anymore, but they used to be called channel surfers. For the people who are sitting home, just watching TV, and they're trying to find something more, so they're flicking through channels. They're flicking through channels. They're flicking through channels. For example, my father, he can't use like the guide on the remote. It's too, I don't know why I'm touching the remote. It's too like confusing for him. So what he does is he goes up and down on the channels, up and down, just up and down. And it's fucking 800, 900 channels. It's just up and down. But imagine if you got somebody that clicks and they see like a boxing on, good presentation. They made sure, I don't know if they did what they usually be doing, but they made sure the arena was full. It looked, it was a daytime event. It looked nice. So imagine you clicking to that and you watching that, and you're like, oh, some boxing on, let me stick here. And you see Errol Spence knock this dude out. That's the type of fights that you need to have on free TV. It's got to be knockouts. While you're establishing boxing on free TV, it's got to be exciting fights. It can't be no more fights like, what was a free TV fight? For example, Leonard. He's not a free TV type fighter. He's not. Because it's going to be fans going to be, oh, God, I'm not watching this shit. But then again, I understand for us, like, we'll love to watch Leonard, but you got to understand, like, he'll put certain people to sleep. Same thing with Guillermo Rigondeaux, depending on how you match him up. So, anyway, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Good job for Errol Spence. And like I said, it's not about, how he got the numbers. It's about the fact that he sustained the numbers, and the average was 6.4, which is, it's not even a 50% drop-off of the 6.34. The 4.8 was the average. 6.34 was the peak. So that's not a huge drop-off. And then you have to think how many people, what were the ratings for the USA basketball game overall, So, like I said, all the links to my social media right down below in the description box. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.